Hey, fellas, Dirty Water 9 here. Hey, like Taylor Swift, you guys are struggling. You gotta shake it off, alright? Just shake it off. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to keep things interested, all for fun. Hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you don't, score some points. But yeah, Dirty Water 9 here to give you your Week 6 recap. And let's start with the game of the week. In my opinion, was between that was my first Asian and EPT All Stars. I think it was the game of the week because they both came into the week with the same record, 2-4. Both still trying to get into the mix for playoff berth, and both have pretty good teams. And it came down to Monday night. Amaro EPT All Stars had David Johnson going, who's a beast this year and probably the most consistent, most productive fantasy player through 6 weeks. However, the Outlaw had the lead with Arizona's kicker and their defense going, so it kind of washed itself out. He ended up losing by about 40 points, 45 points. But to get right into it, Dirty Water 9, I went against Rod, which started off, I was a little shaky. I went in a little cocky, just because, Rod, you usually have bad luck. But you had Cam going, which, I traded you, Cam, so I kind of felt like it was going to be some little shaky stuff happening. However, Cam didn't underperform, but Cam is not the same Cam as I expected as last year. I mean, you can't keep going by recency bias. It's a new year, new team, new things happen. But Cam did okay. Who I was really afraid of early that Sunday was Gronk, was doing Gronk-like things. However, I did have my boy Matty Ice. Well, I had Matty Ice on the bench. I started Tyrod Taylor because I wanted the safe floor because I didn't know what to expect in Seattle. But Julio did what Julio does, and he came through for me, thank goodness, as the rest of my team. Put up 275 as your week's points leader. Ingram over Motor City Heroes, who could really have beat him and really could have used the win. Probably would have beat him. He lost by, 20 points? Less than 20 points, but he put somebody in his lineup who wasn't playing. Guys, we got to get better at this. This is supposed to be my favorite league. It's supposed to be my most prestigious league, and we're supposed to have the best fantasy players in this league. We can't keep going in week by week having people in your lineup that's not even playing in the game. And that's something that I guess the commissioner can address. I don't know. We got to fix this, man, because people shouldn't be getting handed wins. Ingram did it last week. He still won. He played Nick struggling, whatever. Let's fix it, fellas. Get your guys in the lineup that's at least playing, for real. Bloodthirsty fell short to Matt Geiger, Carson City Cunnilingus. And Geiger, I mean, you have the best team. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, you really do have the best overall team, starters, bench. You got a lot of studs on your team, but it always seems like they underperform every week. But you've been cranking out some wins. I'm not going to say it's lucky, but they underperformed. However, Bloodthirsty lost Ben, and he has AB on his team. And we all know that AB's production is attached to Ben's hip. So good luck with that, Bloodthirsty. And then, of course, we got Wins the Bed versus That Was My First Asian. And, of course, Wins the Bed fell short, as looking like that Steamy is looking more and more in your favor, Nick. 0-6, not looking good, buddy. You might want to start packing it in and getting ready for next year. But there's still hope. There is still hope. But moving on, let's go ahead and recap the standings of our league. And at the top of the standings, we have Rings Around Guido's Uranus at 5-1 with the most points by about 40 points. Bloodthirsty with 5-1, second most in points. And then we have That Was My First Asian, also 5-1. Points ain't looking good, but you're 5-1. So we'll see how it goes, Dallas. And then myself in third, holding on to third, but Matt's right on my heels, and we play each other this week, so it should be interesting. Probably going to be the game of the week. We'll see how that goes. Moving on from that, we can talk about some key performers of week 6. David Johnson, we already discussed. This guy's just beast mode. Hope he stays healthy for you. I mean, they look like they're just running him in the ground because Carson Palmer just looks like trash. But Shady went off. I love Shady. I got him in a lot of the leagues. I faded him in DFS just because I knew he was going to be chalk. And I don't know. I had a feeling that he was going to get hurt. He did get hurt. I caught it, but he came back in the game and scored another touchdown. Shady went off. Of course, Julio and Matty Ice against Denver the week before, and then the Seahawks. They're number 1 quarterback, number 1 wide receiver in fantasy. So I'm doing something right, and hopefully they can keep it going. And then, of course, we talked about Drew Brees, who is just killing it. And whenever he has a bad defense, you can only expect for him to continue. Some disappointing performers. I got to mention Aaron Rodgers. I was saying it towards the end of last year. Everybody was blaming it on Jordy. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers has all the time in the world. However, he's not playing Aaron Rodgers type football. So, Gurley, Gurley's my guy. I'm a Rams fan. Gurley is my guy. I got him in a few other leagues, but he has been underperforming. But Keenum's starting to air the ball out. Maybe they'll unpack that box. I got a nasty feeling I'm going against Geiger. This might be the week that he goes off. Gurley, just save it for one more week. But if he goes off, hopefully I can counter it with something. AB, we already talked about that. Ben looks like he's going to be out for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So, AB, we'll see how that goes. Hopkins continues to disappoint. I don't think it's Hopkins. Hopkins is a really talented receiver. I faded him in all my leagues. Osweiler is just not what we thought and not worth what they paid for him. So good luck with Hopkins. Hopefully this ain't the week that he goes off, but we'll see how that goes. Also, Cam. Oh, Cam. Hey, buddy, Cam is still Cam, but hey, after a couple of concussions, he may not be rushing as much as he used to. So look out for that. Rod, I think he's still a top 5 quarterback going forward just because he can score in the red zone. And then Ben, of course, he underperformed. I mean, I don't know if it was because of the injury, but Miami was all on his ass. And then Carlos Hyde, who also got hurt, got shut down by the Bills defense. Moving forward, let's go for Week 7's game of the week. We have me and Matt, both 4-2, racing for that number 4 seed if the playoffs were to, tomorrow. And he's projected to beat me. He has a good team, and I guess we'll see how it goes. Good luck, Matt. Not. That was my first Asian versus Bloodthirsty, both 5-1. So somebody's gonna get knocked down. Hell, me and Matt might both get in. We'll see how that goes. And then we got EPT All Stars versus Wentz to Bed. Nick, get a win. Sorry, Mario, but get a win. Gosh damn, man. We expect more from you. Motor City Heroes versus the Outlaw, and then Rod versus Ingram. And Rod, guess what? Cam's on bye. Not good, buddy. Get on the waiver wire and pick up a quarterback. Yeah. And going back to Nick, man, you drafted Mariota. You had high expectations. Mariota is he's an athletic guy who can. But the bad thing is you got rid of him right before he started going off, and we'll see how that goes forward. Just a couple league cleanup things to bring up. League fees. I'm not sure if everybody paid their league fees, but James, I know you probably have some extra because you paid late. Hey, you got to give these guys respect. Nick, who's our commissioner, and Ingram, who's our treasurer. I commend these guys. I respect these guys because they do something that I really don't care to do, and it's really tough. So just show these guys some respect. Pay your league fees, pay your late fees, do whatever to keep this thing going. Cut these guys some slack. They got lives too. They got family, kids. They got other stuff to do. Be respectful to the league and do your part. If you got league fees, pay them. James, if you got late fees, it's $15, dude. Pay them. If you want to make a side bet with me, we can make a side bet, and if I lose, I'll pay it. If I win, you got to pay double, okay? And we can put it towards the league. But, hey, show these guys some respect. Looking forward to week 7. Hey, and it's still up for grabs, fellas. It's still up for grabs. Anybody's ball game. And this is your week 6 recap. You guys take care. God bless. Good luck.